Hello again, Dominic Trophy, and welcome to another video. And you might be thinking at first why I'm uploading on Monday. Now, with this week being E3, video games and all sorts, I thought, well, I want to do, a little, thoughts on about E3 and stuff and, the conferences that happened. So this is going to be something video game related. And I did state in one video when Chuch Rocket was back online unofficially on the Dreamcast, and at the end of that video I said, well, I'll definitely do something E3 related, and I never did it last year, but I thought, well, this week's coming, I thought E3, I want to definitely do it, so I'm going to be doing this one, and this one is my thoughts on about Microsoft's Xbox conference last night. Now, with me being in the UK, it was on at 10 o'clock, and I thought, well, I'm not going to do a video of extremely late. I thought, well, I'll do it the following day. So, here it is. So, I'll give you my thoughts about what I thought about Microsoft's E3 conference, last night. I think what they showed off, was really, really good. I think there was a lot of great games, a lot of amazing announcements, and a lot of new information and great information about the Xbox Scorpio. So, we'll start on with that. Now, they announced the name, and the name of it is the Xbox One Plus. No, just joking. The name is actually the Xbox One X. And the Xbox One X, I think, it's actually not a bad name. It's a little bit different. I know people compare it to the Xbox One S, the slim Xbox One. And I agree with that, But I think the name of it is pretty interesting, I know my guess was Xbox One Plus. And honestly, I think Xbox One Plus would have been a better name, because obviously it's an Xbox One, but it's something more, it's additional, But we got Xbox One X, and I quite like the name of it. I think it's really, really cool and stuff. The games I think were shown that were really, really good. It was great to see a lot of, console exclusives, even though they're on PC, and a lot of third-party games. And I think there was a lot of them that I'm definitely excited for. I think one that I'm really, really excited for is Forza 7. Because I quite like the Forza series. I think the racing games are absolutely amazing and fun as heck. But I've not played it since Forza 4. Even though there is the Horizon games and stuff. But in the meantime, I don't have an Xbox One, and I think I will definitely get one. Because I think, it looks amazing. I think there's a lot of great content on that. I think other games as well that look interesting are, Assassin's Creed Origins. That's getting a release as well. Probably, obviously it's a third-party game, so it's multi-platform. I think other stuff, they were talking about Ori, a sequel to Ori's coming out. A game called Cuphead is coming out, which looks like the old-style 60s Mickey Mouse cartoons. There's a few other games and stuff I think that look really, really good. Several platformers, which is pretty rare thing, especially from Microsoft, because we've not really seen that from them. I know we had all sorts really, so we did. But it's great to see a lot of rare stuff coming out. I think the announcement of when that rare game looks, I thought that Conker was getting a new game, but it turns out it's not Conker, but it's a character that looks like him. And that platforming game looks really, really good. I can't wait for that. And I think one that made me laugh was when State of Decay 2 was being shown, and at the end of it, it said, "How will you survive?" And I thought, is this Zombie U2? Is this getting released? And obviously that didn't happen. But I thought it said, how do you survive? You know what I mean? I just thought that, but yeah, State of Decay 2 looks good. I never played the first one, but I may try it out. I know there was Crackdown 3 as well, which looks interesting. Never played the first two, so I might check those out as well. And there were just so many great games that were shown me. I think, wow, I need to get that. But I think Forza 7 looks definitely amazing. It really, really does. Also, they were talking about, the specs and stuff, and the compatibility. And I think the compatibility is very interesting. And the Xbox One X is going to be forwards compatible with everything from the original Xbox One and the Xbox One S. So all the games will work, you know, the physical and the digital games, all the controllers, the accessories can be brought over to the Xbox One X, sorry. But everything from the X can be played on all of them, so that's actually a pretty good thing, and I quite like that. And I think also they were talking about games that were being enhanced with the Xbox One X, and I quite like that because obviously with the PS4 Pro it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Games on PlayStation from PlayStation 4 can be enhanced on the PS4 Pro, so I quite like that. With that, you know, I think that's a good thing. Because obviously it will help a lot of developers who made games for the Xbox One make them fully enhanced and compatible on the X, which is good. And another thing, and I think this is what made me excited for it as well, is that the Xbox One will be not only supported on 4K TVs, but they will also be supported on 1080p TVs, which is, for someone like me who has one of those, that's a good thing, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. So I'm glad that they're not leaving their audience out. Same with the PS4 Pro. It works on both 1080p TVs and 4K TVs. So that's a fantastic thing that they're doing, and I'm really, really happy about that. So for someone like me who wants one, you know what I mean, I'm not getting left behind. So that's good. And I think one of the biggest bombshells that they dropped was original Xbox compatibility on Xbox One, which was a huge announcement. And like I said, when I heard that, I screamed so much because I was just so happy to see that. And my mother was actually watching a bit of the conference with me. And when I ended up praising and screaming, she was shocked. She was like, "What the heck's going on?" She had a really unusual look on her face, like, "What's going on?" You know what I mean? What's Dominic cheering about? You know what I mean? But apart from that, I'm really, really excited for that. And they will probably, you know, give us more information about that in the far future this year. And they also talked about, actually that was kind of it really. They was talking about other games and stuff really. And that was, sorry. And that was kind of it really. So I think overall, my thoughts about the conference, I think, it was really, really good. You know, there was a lot of great games that were announced, a lot of upcoming stuff, and, you know, just great stuff, you know what I mean? And I think, overall, I think they did a really, really good conference. I think the one thing that kind of concerned a lot of people was the price, because the price of the console will be £449. Just call it $450. Just £450. $500 in America, which I know is a bit high, but with everything that you're getting in, you know, you're getting the high specs, you're getting the extremely, you know, power inside the console, as well as a 4K UHD player inside the console, and it will probably support Blu-rays and DVDs and even CDs, which will be good. But I think honestly, with the Xbox One S going down in price, I think in the meantime a lot of people will pick up an S model, because with it being a lot more cheaper, because it's £200 here, if it's going down to 250, which isn't bad. I think, and again, I'm not forcing you to choose what you want, either the X or the S, but for myself, at the meantime, I'll be happy when I do get an Xbox One S, because, you know, there are lots of great games I want to get, but it's also 360 compatible, and it will also be original Xbox compatible. So you sort of got like 3 consoles in one, and I think that's a good thing. We don't know how many games will be made compatible on Xbox One from the original Xbox, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that though. So overall, a great conference. I think there's a lot of great stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the Xbox One X in the far future, as well as the PS4 Pro and the Nintendo Switch. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be doing 2 videos tomorrow. The reason being is one will be my thoughts about Nintendo's conference, which is tomorrow, and another one will be a regular video that I'll be producing. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you later. Bye!